First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Yahweh being the true and proper name of the Heavenly Father, and Yahweh Shai being the true and proper name of His Son. Okay? Double honors to the apostles, the elders, and great millstone, the men that taught me this truth, the elders of Israel. Honors to you, Akim, that's teaching the truth in sincerity, and honors and peace to the house of Israel that's scattered throughout all nations, throughout the four corners of the earth. All right? Today's topic is the Most High got women for us. All right? I know brothers got appetites, brothers got desires, and what it really is, we don't have it. And because we don't have it, we desire it. Because once you really have something, the desire is not as strong. The want of it is not as strong. Okay? And women is a lot of brothers' desires, naturally, because we're men. Okay? It's in our DNA. It's in our blood to want, to conquer. Okay? But the Most High got women for us. And I'm going to go into the scriptures. Because, you know, I'm a man, I'm in the flesh, I got desires, I got wants, but I believe in the scriptures that I'm about to bring out, and I'm gonna wait upon the Lord, man. You know, I'm suffice, the Lord suffice me with what I have. You know, I got a woman, I got a kid, got a family, you know, so I'm suffice for what I have right now, but the time is gonna come when the Most High is gonna bless us bountifully of our desires in righteousness. So this is Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. But seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto thee. All your desires, all your wants in righteousness is going to be added unto you. But what's the first thing us as servants of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai have to do? Seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and all His righteousness. We got to do the work. We got to put in the time, the toil, the effort, so we can receive the goodies and desires, the treats, your appetite, the fulfillment of your appetite. All right? Seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto thee. Take therefore no thought for tomorrow, for the morrow shall take thought for things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. So take no thought, you know. You know, if you can deal with your desires on a small level, you deal with it, because brothers got habits, brothers got wants. So if you can deal with it on a small level, there's nothing wrong with that. You're not breaking no law. But at the same time, the mind frame that we're supposed to be on is focused and geared towards this truth and this faith in the Lord's pasture. So if anything is going to hinder you from the faith, from this truth, from this labor, then that shouldn't be in your life. That shouldn't be your focus. That shouldn't be a priority. Things towards this faith and building and constructing, that should be your priority. That should be geared to it, which your mind should be geared towards. Like the scriptures say, like Yahweh Shai said earlier in that chapter, where your mind is, there shall your treasure be. So your treasure shouldn't be women. Your treasure shouldn't be the fashion of this world. Your treasure shouldn't be being popular, being known. Your treasure shouldn't be being the top guy or the baddest dude. Your treasure should only be building yourself up in this faith and feeding the Lord's flock, edifying the brotherhood. All right? This is Matthew's chapter 19, verse 28, verse 27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and follow thee. What shall we have therefore? So the apostles, the disciples at the time, they forsook their desires, their wants. And Peter wanted to know, as a man, what am I going to get for following you, for doing this work? Yahushua said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which follow me in the regeneration, meaning the next life to come, all right, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, when Yahushua is set back on top on the planet earth, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. So you're going to be in a position of authority. And what comes with authority? Your desires and your wants. You're going to be judging the 12 tribes of Israel, man, and the other nations. You're going to be a nation of kings and priests, like the scriptures say. So it says, and everyone that have forsaken houses. So if your desires is building your house up in homes, but you forsake it for the Lord, or brethren, your family, sisters, your family, your father, your family, or mother, your family, or wife. You know, you love your wife naturally. You know, like the scriptures say, man shall leave his parents and become one flesh with his woman. You naturally love your woman, but you forsaken the time you spend with your woman for this truth, for Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It says, or children, your kids. You love your kids. You invested into your kids. But you forsaken the time and attention on your kids for this truth and this faith, for Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It says, for my name's sake shall receive 100-fold and shall inherit everlasting life. So these are the scriptures I think of when my appetite and my desires pop up, or my appetite and my desire becomes my main focus. This is Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. These are the scriptures I think of because it cuts me through the spirit and keeps my eyes on the prize. Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread, and we will wear our own apparel. And this is going on during the time of Jacob's trouble. You got to remember that, man. Because the men of the Lord is going to be precious. The men of the Lord are precious. You are gold. You are silver. You are precious stones. All right? Diamonds, rubies, sapphires. That's y'all brothers, man. And you got to remember, when the time of trouble come, guess what? These niggas that's holding FRN notes as money, as phones, these niggas is putting 2 pieces of bread, putting FRN notes in between 2 pieces of bread and pretending to eat it. These niggas that got the gold chains and the diamonds and the bracelets and the earrings. These niggas that got the Gucci, Louis, and Fendi. Guess what? Them niggas ain't going to be able to do nothing when Jacob's trouble come. Because scriptures say in Proverbs, riches profit not in the day of evil or the day of destruction. All right? These niggas with the flyest gear, these rappers, all right? These Hollywood stars, these celebrities, they ain't going to be able to do nothing for these women when Jacob's trouble come. But guess what? You brothers that's made of, whose faith is of gold and of silver, of precious stones, these women are going to flock to you. Because guess what? You have the power. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is protecting you and backing you. And they're going to flock to that power. Because that's what women is all about. They like the lights, the cameras, the action, the power. So these women are going to flock to you, man. Like flies flock to a light bulb. Or flies flock to shit. Or birds flock to bread. They're going to flock to you, man. And guess what? You're going to have your choice of desires, man. You get to pick and choose who you want to deal with or who you don't want to deal with. And you're going to be able to read bitches' spirits, man. You're going to be able to read these women's spirits. All right? So it says, in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man. You are that one man that a completion amount of women, an innumerable amount of women is going to flock to. Saying, we will eat our own bread and we will wear our own apparel. We will take care of our goddamn selves. Only let us be called by thy name and take away our reproach. Take away the hell that they're going to be going through, this Jacob's trouble. All right, but this is another scripture right here that shows that we have women reserved for us. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua got virgins and women reserved for us. This is Tobit, chapter 6, verse 16. Now this is going into the story of Tobias, Tobias, and his wife, and the archangel Raphael. All right, when you go to, I'm just getting the points, but when you go to Tobit chapter 3, verse 7 on down, it goes into why this woman was plagued. She had demons infatuated with her, demons that was in love with her, and they killed any man that got close to her. All right, so I'm gonna read from verse 14. I'm gonna read it fast. It says, and now I am only the son of my father, and am afraid lest if I go into her, I die, because the demon was killing any man that came close to the woman that was trying to marry her, trying to have sex with her. All right, and as the others before, for the wicked spirit loveth her, which hurteth nobody. It says, which hurteth nobody, but those which come unto her. Wherefore I fear lest I die and bring my father and my mother's life, and bring my father's and my mother's life because of me, and grave with sorrow, for they have no other son to bury them. Then the angel said unto him, doest thou not remember the precept which thy fathers gave thee, and thou shouldest marry a wife of thy own kindred? Wherefore hear me, O my brother, for she shall be given to thee thy wife. So the angel was comforting Raphael, or Rapha Allah was comforting Tobias, like, yo, that woman's for you, man. Don't worry about it. The other dudes die, but you ain't going to die. Make thou no reckoning of the evil spirit, for this same night shall she be given thee in marriage. And when thou shalt come into the marriage chamber, thou shalt take ashes of perfume, and shalt lay upon them some of the heart and liver of the flesh, and shall make the smoke with it, and the devil shall smell it and flee away, and never come again any more. But when thou shalt come to her, rise up both who will have pity on you and save you. Fear not, for she is appointed unto thee from the beginning. So we got women that's appointed unto us, Akim. So your appetite and your desires and the lust that you have is going to be appeased, man. You're going to be satisfied. Everything that we don't have and we desire in righteousness, we're going to have, man. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to appoint it. He has it appointed onto us. We just got to do the work first. We got to work. We got to labor so we can get the paycheck at the end. It reads, for she is appointed unto thee from the beginning, and thou shalt preserve her, and she shall go with thee. Moreover, I suppose that she shall bear thee children. Now when Tobias had heard these things, he loved her, and his heart was effectually joined to her. So guess what? Tobias got the woman who was plagued with a demon that was killing men. Tobias got that woman because the Most High preserved it just for him. And the Most High got women, 7 women, like the scriptures say, preserved just for us. And this is another scripture. This is my final scripture. This is 2 Kings, chapter 12, verse 7. Now, this is Nahum. This is the history. Nahum was cursing out David because he committed adultery. He got Uriah the Hittite killed and took his wife Bathsheba. So this is what Nahum's saying. But this is still comforting. This is still edifying. It says in Nahum, in 2 Samuel chapter 12, verse 7, and Nathan said to David, thou art the man. Thus saith the Lord power of Israel. I anointed thee king over Israel, and I delivered thee out of the hand of Saul. And I gave thee thy master's house and thy master's wives to thy bosom, and gave thee the house of Israel and of Judah. and thou have been, it says, and if that have been too little, I would have moreover have given unto thee such and such things. So everything David had, Nathan was cursing him out through the spirit of power of Yahweh. He said, all the things that you had, if that was too little of you, I would have gave you more. If having a kingdom, having the 12 tribes all together, having defeating your enemies, having delivered from your enemies, having wives, if that was too little of thee, I would have gave you more. So how much more us, the hopeful elect, us, the service of Yahweh B'Ashem Yahushua, us brothers that sacrificing the desires and our wants, how much more us? And that was a man after the Most High's heart. That was his beloved, which he's symbolized and represents the elect. We're all his beloved. The 144,000 along with the 1/3 is the beloved of the Most High. That's why Paul called us the beloved. When they wrote the epistles, they called us the beloved. All right? We are the beloved. So if it was too little, the kingdom, the women, and all the deliverance, defeating his enemies, the Most High would have gave him more. So just be patient, Akim. Continue to endure. Continue to forsake and sacrifice. You know, and pray to Yahweh B'Ashem Yahushua, man. Because when the time comes, we're going to get, man. We're going to be the winners. We're going to be the victorious, like the scriptures say. And all our little appetites and our desires, they're going to be satisfied. They're going to be fulfilled. Because that's what Yahushua said. And I believe in that. You should believe in that too. With that, I hope you was edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Ashem Yahushua for putting the spirit upon me for doing this lesson. Until next time, I say shalom.